Damn. YouTube. Ooh, let me get uh 13 ounces. Got to. Damn. That's dope.
And hello, what is up, my friends? My name is Alex, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Grass in Class. And on this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the 2x2 tent by Mars Hydro that I just harvested 13.5 ounces out of. And I will be sharing with you step by step everything it took for me to get these beautiful buds up to this point that we have right here. Also, well, up to 13.5 ounces. Well, to start off, we have these 4 plants in 3-gallon fabric pots. I'm using Coco Core, and I'm feeding House and Gardens at the moment. pH the water to around 5.8 to 6.0 for veg, and the ppm is around 500 using the 500 scale on your ppm meter. Now the scrog that I placed them under has a 3-inch square holes, as you can see, and I did not flip to flower right away. I allowed time for those nodes to go ahead and bend outwards while I went and placed them underneath the scrog again and again until I felt the plant was ready to flip to flower, but I will give you more details on that as we go on. As far as light, I am using the Mars Hydro TS3000, which also fits perfectly in the Mars Hydro 2x2 tent. And as I mentioned earlier, not flipping to flower definitely came in handy as we see this thick foliage start to appear. And again, we will be managing this with a second scrog, defoliation, and placing those nodes underneath the scrog again. Which in my opinion, by doing this, not only was I able to keep my plants further away from the light as long as possible, but I believe they helped strengthen my plants for the whole time they were in veg.
And a day later.
Now I did give my plants a couple of days after I did the lift strip. After I did the lift strip. Yeah, after that I went ahead and sent her into flower, which usually my transition period I've noticed is around 6 to 7 days before I count my first day of flower, if that makes any sense. And also by this time in week 2 of flower, we could definitely see some of the benefits and some of the payoffs of doing that LST all through that time in veg that they spend underneath the scrog net. And now let's address the question I get asked the most when it comes to this grow. How do I keep my temperatures down so low? Pretty simple. Check this out. You see that fan there? Well, it's just blowing the air inside of the tent. And what happens when there's no obstructions to the air? Well, it just goes through the tent, hits the back, and quickly rises. The air rises, but it has nowhere to escape, so it hits this big-ass light, and it forcefully comes out. Well, what happens when you put some fans exhausting the hot air out? Well, you get a trifecta combining all 3 suction and blowing powers that gives you 71 degrees and 45% humidity. And, well, at the end, it just looks something like this. Now, if you could look at these buds and put it on your mama that they don't look good, then you need to give this video a thumb up.
That's crazy, bro. Boom.
I'm in your room like a nice day.
No, but all the joking aside, and let's get serious. I definitely have to say that this grow has impressed me the most in the whole year that I've been growing, hands down. I know it's probably a little bit unorthodox to use such a big light in a small space. It just happened to be that way. I didn't have no other choice. It was either this light or a ceramic metal highlight, and I don't think that would have been possible. So it was either this or nothing, and I'm kind of glad I did this experiment, and I'm happy on how things turned out. I hope you guys like it. And if you have any questions, just be sure to hit me up on the comment section. And if it does need a little bit more urgency, you could always go on Instagram, Grass in Class, and reach me out through there. It typically works a little bit faster. But all right, guys, other than that, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. And I'll leave you alone for like the next 60 seconds so you guys could typically watch some butt porn, or I don't know what you guys do. Don't involve me in it. Okay, yeah, I do it too. Yeah, okay, we can look at them together. Okay, I'll stay here and watch it with you.
When you look up wedding cake in the dictionary, a picture of this should pop out.
Now guys, check out this next clip. I had no idea what I was about to get at the end of my harvest. Check this out.
Growing half a pound in a 2x2. You think it could be done? We'll see in a week.
Now that's crazy. Who would have ever thought that I would have gotten way over 8 ounces in this 2x2? 13 and a half. Now make a confession. I did smoke some of that too, you know, because I had to try it, but yeah, well, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, and who would have thought it would have came out of this skinny plants? So yeah, there you guys have it. This was about a week before I ended up harvesting. If you want to see the harvest and the weigh-in video or whatnot, I'll go ahead and put it up right now up here. Bling on, but bloop bleep. But yeah, until then, next time, bling pop.
Damn.
New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, is in the middle of a magical moment, literally. You could buy, sell weed without any regulations. People are selling weed in the park, people are selling weed in the streets, people are selling weed in the...
Mark Jacks, Miss B. Need to learn how to grow. Hell yeah. That's why we over here watching these videos. I'm trying to learn some new shit. We can learn together. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of weed coming out of 2x2 tent.
And hello, and what is up, friends? Have you ever wondered what it takes to grow a pound inside of a 2x2? And did you know that I actually hold the current record for the most grown inside of that 2x2 space, since nobody has beaten 14 ounces in the last 3 years? Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you all the tips so that you can also grow that kind of amount inside of this space. So be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because this one is going to be one for the books.
I invented the trap. Only pimps and killers love me. Hey.
And first thing you're going to need is going to be some stable genetics and a pretty decent strain that's a heavy yielder. However, nowadays that's not hard to find. You could pretty much pick any breeder out there and you're able to find a strain from them that could definitely fill a pound in a 2x2. And I feel confident enough that in the attempt to break my last record and the current world record, I have chosen 4 different strains. And now be sure to stick to the end of the video because I will be talking about the most important tip: keeping those temperatures and humidity within optimal levels, which is definitely crucial when growing in a 2x2 space. And by the time you're comfortable enough to try these kind of grows in such a small area, by then I would suggest getting comfortable with defoliating, topping, super cropping, all of those forms of low stress straining, and having a basic understanding on how those techniques could positively affect your plants and potentially give you a heavier and bigger yields. For example, we have a lot of nodes at the bottom of these plants that unfortunately are not going to make it to the top. However, that is not totally bad because you want the plant to focus most of its energy on the buds that are closer to the light, giving you better quality on the long run. However, you want to take care of this as soon as possible, week 3 of flower being the latest I would defoliate. And this is something that I would only recommend doing to plants that are healthy. In any other occasion, I would not suggest to remove such a large quantity of leaves from the plants, but since we have 4 plants in such a small space, we need to defoliate heavy and therefore giving us a longer term where we could have these plants and have better airflow. The lower buds will be exposed to light for a longer period of time, so defoliating heavy in this kind of grows is one of those things that you may have to do. As for nutrients, I am using organic for this run. However, I do see that it is tougher keeping your plants at a perfect status, so I would recommend using nutrient lines like Front Row or even Remo Nutrients, which I've grown with in the past, and
with the organics for that flavor.
And it made it a lot easier to keep my plants looking perfect. I'm not saying that it can't be done, I'm just saying it could be a little tougher. Now, as for the stuff to remove when you defoliate, you're pretty much looking for anything that is lighter in color or that has not seen any light in a long period of time. Anything that looks like that, you have to remove from your plants. And one thing you're really going to need would be a really good light. I've been using this Mars Hydro TS3000 for a couple of years now, and it was the one that I broke the record with, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that one around. 350 to 400 watts may sound like much, but that would be what I would recommend for this space. And now the most important tip that I could share with you on this video, of course, would have to do with keeping your temperature and your humidity in check. And trust me, without this, it cannot be done. And now friends, let me demonstrate how this fan is going to be the best tip I can give you on growing in such a small space. Not only is the fan placed in a location close to the fabric pot, helping air flow through them, and at the same time, it acts as an exhaust by pushing all of the hot air out of the tent. But it is the rate of exchange of that cold air and that hot air being exhausted out, or how fast it's being done, that it will keep your tent at an optimal range and will give you the best conditions possible in such a small space. This is how I'm able to keep my tent around 73 degrees. So pretty much the air hits the back of the tent, it goes through the plants, hits the top of the light, and then it comes out. And this would be one of the reasons why I don't use an oscillating fan on top of these plants. There's definitely enough air being pushed through the plants and out of the tent. If you were to close this tent, unfortunately, there are too many negative effects that could definitely decrease your yield at the end. And if you're interested in knowing what those are, and if you have any questions, you could always comment down below, as I make sure to write everyone back. And remember, if you need one-on-one help or guidance, maybe a little bit of mentoring all through the process of your grow, you could always contact me on Patreon, where that's exactly what I do for my Patreon members. And here are some of the pictures and some of their growth stories and their success that they're having currently right now. And if you would like to show support to the community, be sure to check out Garden State Organics, as he just started a brand new YouTube channel. So let's go over there and show them some support. And as always, my friends, I'm not going to take any more of your time because I want you to watch the rest of my videos. But hopefully you gave this one a thumbs up before you watch the other ones. So until next time, this is Grass in Class signing out. Peace.
Man, I was pumping out a whole lot of weed out of small ass tents, G. That's a lot of weed coming out of these small ass tents, G.
I'm a threat. Yeah, it's a bet. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a threat. It's a bet. Yeah. Let's go. Get my wrist. Top. Blowing again. From. Yeah. Making a killing. Oh yeah. Respect.
The last time I was in this tent, I was harvesting baseball bats that Barry Bonds could use to hit a few home runs with. That was an autoflower run, and just to switch it up, for this run, it's going to be all photo periods. Now, before day 1 starts, I'm going to cover the equipment being used and nutrients. Let's start with the grow setup, since it is my show. So, Grow Tent 4x4, and it's from Spider Farmer. This is a cost-effective brand, maybe not the most durable as some would maybe argue, but listen, in my opinion, the tent holds up just fine, like any other discount tent. I will say this, you can't use it as a bouncy play castle. I know, it sucks. Now moving on to my weapon of choice for a light fixture. It is the Quantum Style Board SF4000, which are rocking the Samsung diodes. Once again, same LED from my previous round, but I will preface by saying Spider Farmer did send me their newest LED midway through this round, which is the SF7000. Now, I did a small amount of research, and it would seem I'm looking at the exact same LED as the SF4000 in terms of components. I guess the big difference is it's a bigger LED with more components. Classic motto, can never have too much of a good thing, I guess. The SF7000 is more horsepower, pushing 650 watts. And of course, more diodes means a larger fixture, which, do I need to say? It means a larger coverage area. So for anyone wondering, that's really what I was able to drum up. I personally did think the SF4000 was plenty of juice for a 4x4, but the SF7000 would absolutely maximize it, and if you are in a 5x5, the SF7000 does seem like now the better option. And you also can pretty much ignore everything I just said, because we are using the SF4000 for this run. Now, moving on to the most exciting thing when it comes to grow equipment, ventilation and air circulation. I'm joking, it's the light, we just went over that, but the environment is critical, so we should take it serial. So, to ventilate this tent, I am using a 6-inch AC Infinity inline fan and carbon filter. And to get that air flowing inside the tent, I'm using 3 fans above the canopy, and I usually will add in more. Honestly, you can never have too much airflow. Where I live, the humidity is always on the rise, so I am using a dehumidifier in this room to keep that in check. This little guy is a 35-pint dehumidifier, and it will easily drop the entire relative humidity in this room down to 35%. Now, mind you, 35 pints does fill up very quick, so I have it emptying into a 5-gallon bucket. So, with the humidity under control, the last thing to cover is, of course, temperature control. Now, in this room, I am not using an AC unit. The central air on its own does the trick. Now, I will preface and say, this room is pitch dark, so I am able to leave the tent door open if needed. Now, moving on from something boring to something a little more exciting. When it comes to mediums I enjoy to grow in, it's going to be living soil or cocoa. I actually treat them both the exact same. And what I mean by that riddle is that you probably will not notice the difference growing in either or, living soil or cocoa, as long as, you amend them the exact same way. Speaking of amendments, great transition, Matt. The main magic, maybe not the main magic, I shouldn't say that, but worm castings from Gaia Green are the shiznit. This worm poo is just a very well-rounded ingredient in regards to the variety of nutrients the plants will get, and of course, the dense population of microbials that come along with it. Worm castings have a lot of benefits, honestly too much to list without having people leave this video. Just know, it's the tits.
Worm casting.
And for the perfect NPK ratio for veg and in bloom, I'm using Gaia Green's 444 all-purpose and the 2A4 bloom. And during transplanting, I do enjoy the power of mycelium, so I am using mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae, I hate that word, but you know what I mean. The mycorrhizae will grow root-like looking things called mycelium. Okay, I'm doing my best to summarize this, but essentially, the plants will be able to uptake water better, faster, if one of those has got to be right, including nutrients, and ultimately, it allows the plant to recover faster, and just kind of like worm castings, it creates a hardier, more resistant, healthier plant. And for my water source, I am using tap water, which I do have to dechlorinate. And before I water the plants, I will use pH down to bring the pH between, usually between 6.2 and 6.8. Typically, I aim for 6.5. The photo periods that I am growing this round are wildberry cake, which is a wedding cake crossed with a purple punch, and a blueberry fritter, which is blueberry crossed with apple fritter. Okay, so for day 1, I have to set up this LED bedder for the propagation stage, aka the germination process. I'm going to lower the watts down to around 115, and I'm also adjusting the light down to around 2 feet, roughly. I'm your classic male stereotype. I don't use instructions, and I sure as hell don't measure a thing. And of course, the light is set to a veg cycle. I'm personally using 18 and 6, but if I wanted more growth, bigger plants in a shorter time, I'd use 24 hours. And in fact, that's usually what I do now, but for this run, it's 18 and 6. I'm germinating these seeds in cocoa with 444 all-purpose. Another ingredient you could add for this process as well is worm castings, which I use both during veg and as well as flower, but apparently not today. These starting pots are called cell pots. I find they last about a month before the plant outgrows them. And well, I start my seeds directly in them. I'm old-fashioned, and I just go seed into soil. Now, with this size of a pot and the slow-release food mixed in with the cocoa, these plants should be good for about 30 days. And then, well, I'll have to transplant. The very first bit of training is about to start. Once the plants have 4 internodes, that's usually when I will use topping. The concept is pretty darn simple. If the main top is removed, then 2 shall grow in its place. I'd imagine this is what God feels like on a daily basis. This process can be repeated as often as one would need in the veg cycle. For me, it depends on plant count, but usually each plant will often get topped a couple times. Seedlings and young plants in general don't handle cold temperatures like us Canadian kids, so I did place a heat mat and got them off the tent floor.
If they want the smoke, then yeah, it's no jokes, boy, it's up. In that end zone, that's a TD, we finessing job. Filling up the stat sheets and they knowing that's a plus. Back to back, I like plays, all my moves is tough. Watch them all die out, I've been killing with my lugs. Feeling like a pro, I've been schooling all these rugs. They be betting all us calling plays out the books. Little bit of prayer, hard work, that's all it took. All I want, all I want. They'll be using big rolls, that's all I want.
It is day 34, and while the plants are in fresh pots, before I put them back into the tent, I am going to increase the watts on the SF4000. The plants are a little bigger, so they can handle a little more juice. And I should mention, I had a handful of frozen fuel phenos, and sure enough, I had a few extra ones. So, one of them made it into this 4x4 grow. I sometimes have a hard time tossing a pheno out, especially if I have not seen it go to flower. So here we are, frozen fuel, which, by the way, is the Tahoe OG cross with the banana buttercups. Two weeks have passed, and it's currently day 47. I've topped each plant for a second time, allowing for a few more top sites. At this current moment, I'm not quite comfortable with the current size of the canopy. Earlier in my growing days, I would go to flower just too early and, well, short myself quite a bit.
Hey, man, I recently just started using worm castings heavy. And the living soil that I use, that shit is like damn near 35-40% worm castings in the bag. And one thing that I will say, man, if you looking for, if your plant is lacking that dank terp, that's what it is. I noticed the more worm castings I give this shit, the more funk I have in harvest. And you never gonna have enough of that. Like, so hell yeah, worm castings the way to go. And it genuinely make the plants happy. Make the plants happy as hell, bro.
Bit on yield when it came to canopy coverage.
I mean,
after
you can have, of course, shit, before I was having happy, my plants would be like super happy without it, but motherfuckers be happier, like, you know what I'm saying? They stay up, they get to praying to the gods.
a while, this canopy coverage became a priority. And
yes. That's one thing about organics, period, man. Fucking with organics, yeah, you definitely run into fucking fungus gnats. I don't know if they like the smell of that shit or whatever it be, but I mean, yeah, they usually be gone before fucking. They usually come and go, like, you know what I'm saying. They come, I hit them up with some diatomaceous earth or shit. They usually just don't stay long, bro. But every time, like around top dress, when I top dress, bitches pop up. I don't know if it's fucking fungus gnat seeds in the food or what. I said fungus gnat seeds. That sounded crazy. Eggs. But damn, yeah, man. Every time I top dress, like 2-3 of them pop up. But shit, I had my traps down. I had the soil right, so them bitches don't last long.
And sure enough, yields started to go up. It's been 56 days now since I planted the seed, and today is filled with chores. For one, I am transplanting today and will be sending these girls into flower very soon. Before I do that, I'm going to adjust the light, increase the watts, and, well, clean up the canopy of each plant. So I am defoliating and cleaning up the lower skirts, which I also believe people call lollipopping.
I call it shaving the legs on them girls. And I got that from my buddy Jeff.
The final pots that these plants are going to be flowered in are 5-gallon fabric pots. And I'm also going to install a trellis net today. This net will help support the flowers and help me actually fill this grow tent out.
I had no real good need for a Band-Aid fix. I had no real good need for them sleight of hand tricks. So I ignored my good intention. Call that number anyway. The doctor on the line said she'd get in that day.
Okay, arguably, I probably should have transplanted like a week and a half earlier. I guess what I'm trying to say is, this canopy is looking a little light, but within a week or so, it's going to look a lot different. Now, the plants do have a fresh medium full of fresh food, but they have just been transplanted, so this food isn't quite yet ready for them to uptake. After a few waterings, this food will become available and inoculate, allowing the roots to uptake all of that beautiful goodness I just put in.
Got.
And well, by different, I didn't quite mean like thirsty, but today they are looking hella thirsty. I'm now into week 2 of flower, and most gardeners would be on the edge of potential meltdown by the state of these girls. The dryback periods on the plant's mediums are important, mind you. I would say this perhaps is a couple hours past what I would deem was the perfect time to water again. I do like to see some slight drooping, but this is around 5 to 10% past what I think would have been perfect. Things can change quick once the medium becomes bone dry. The potential risk, obviously, is damage to the current roots that were flourishing. The plants are watered, so they will be perfectly fine in just a couple hours. I do have another chore on the list today, though, and that is some more defoliation. This is canopy work I like to get done in the earlier stages of flower. This defoliation dramatically helps the light penetration into the canopy, so gonna get bigger colas and ultimately a larger yield. But the benefits don't stop there. This is dramatically going to change the environment, increase the airflow, help prevent things like powdery mildew and pests, which, trust me, you don't want. At this very moment, it is week 4 flower. The canopy is looking pretty darn good, kinda looking like I actually know what I'm doing. The blueberry fritterfino on the right side of the tent is looking phenomenal. But today, I'm not just staring at my plants, I actually have some work to do. Today is the final time I'm going to be feeding these plants. From here on out, I'm just watering until it's time to harvest. With any luck, I timed this top dress feed perfectly, and come harvest time, the canopy will be nice and faded and well flushed. And when I say flush, it's not in your traditional sense. I am just watering when dry until harvest. The flush is me watering when dry until harvest. In only 12 days, the canopy grew back quite a bit. So, gonna skim through and just, well, pluck anything that is blocking some nice bud sites. After this round of defoliation, I will probably lay off. I might pluck one here and there, but this will be the last round that you can actually call a defoliation. The flowers will be left alone to thicken up and just grow. I've had the SF4000 at 433 watts, which is pretty much as much I'm willing to push it. If I'm not mistaken, the max watts are 400, and if you push the drivers all the way to the max, I think it can climb up to 460 or something, but I don't suggest that. I'm going to adjust the light just because a few of the flowers are just slightly too close for my comfort.
Stop at no Apollos.
The SF4000 is at its max height. I cannot adjust the light any further away from the canopy than it already is. So I'm gonna have to put up with the light bleaching that is happening on one of the wildberry cake phenos. The light bleaching is only on the one flower at the moment. If I see further progression with the bleaching, I'll have to reassess exactly how many watts I should be running. The good news is that the rest of the flowers in the canopy are handling the light with grace. The next round in this tent, I will have to try and get this canopy down a few more inches to give up some freedom space between the light and the flowers. Although, I wasn't too far off this round. The canopy is stacked and packed. Three weeks have gone by, and I'm now in the final week of flower. Today, in fact, is the last time these plants will be watered.
Go.
Go and try your luck. Test me in the game, we let it rain. Please don't start this up. Got that black and white, they ain't gang. It's the officer. Please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell them park it up. Then that be poking out them jeans. Up is sparking up. With the fireworks, I keep the flame. Hurry, park it up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings. I'm charging up. They can keep on, gotta look at drain. Now they walking up. Trying to put a face to the name. Pull up in us, and I'm swerving. Try to holler, she gon' curve them.
The plants have slowly used up their deposits of nutrients. These plants have been fading day by day for the past couple weeks, and well, now they are bursting with color. This wildberry cake pheno is pure purple, and the leaves are absolutely caked. This pheno, without question, is breathtaking. The other pheno of the wildberry cake came with some issues. Some genetics that do produce color sometimes can also produce color in the stems, even if they are healthy. In this case, I don't think that's it. I'm pretty sure this plant is deficient and stressed. The stems are blitz red. A variety of things could have caused this. Now, the pH has been good, and same with the environment stableness. I'd argue this wildberry cake was stressed from the light and was pushed to its limits in flower and was running into some nutrient deficiencies because it looks like it used up everything the medium had to offer. Now, despite all that, the flowers actually developed into some big chunks, so win for me. And for different looking flower structure, the blueberry fritters show an impressive stacked flower. That probably is going to do good in the yield department. These fritters are bursting with blueberry notes, and come harvest time, they fade into some absolute beautiful flowers, showing lots and lots of color. In a couple days, the plant's mediums will be dry enough for me to throw them into their dark cycle before having to chop them down. So I still have some work ahead of me. This 4x4 is now nicely hanging from 2 clothing racks. I'm wheeling these flowers over to my other room for the drying stage, but before I leave them sitting to dry, I'm gonna set this room up to cater to a slower dry. Mainly, I'm just using a humidifier, but without it, this room's relative humidity would be in the 40% range, which is too low. Terpenes are fragile and will be lost once the humidity becomes too low and the temperatures become too hot. These conditions cause faster drying stages for the flowers and result in a lower grade outcome. Essentially, some of its true potential was lost. Slower dries are performed to retain and preserve the terpenes, which dramatically affect how the flowers taste and smells. Ideally, the bread and butter for relative humidity is in the low 60% range, and for the temperature, low to mid 60s, that's Fahrenheit. It's now the 10th day. The plants have been sitting in this room drying. And I'm checking in just to see how much longer they have. The environment has remained stable and the flowers are drying slowly. They are starting to feel a little crispy on the outside, but the stems still are not snapping. These flowers are not quite ready yet. A few more days have passed, and now the stems are crackling and snapping. And the leaves are brittle to the touch. They are falling off with a brush of a fingertip. The flowers are now ready to be trimmed, finally, and well placed in jars for curing. In fact, yesterday, I tried to get a head start on some of the work, but not gonna lie, I am left with hours upon hours of work to go.
So I have about 20 plus questions I got, guys. I'm gonna go over it with you. Alright, guys, let me bust my motherfucking phone out. Let's get started. And yes, I have a joint, but I want to give you a few questions first, and then I'll end up. Okay, guys, our first batch of questions is from the Stereo app. If you don't know what that is, check out my Instagram, check out the podcast videos. That's our first sponsor.
I want to start bottom watering too.
So first off, thank you guys for letting that happen. Thank you guys for making that happen. Fuck yeah. Anyway, Stereo is an app where we can all talk to each other. I want to do new movies. I want to do this shit since I was a kid. And then I gave up on that shit about 18, 19. I'm selling packs. And I can't do that. I'm selling weed. I don't have time to be an actor. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I going to do set? But then this shit fell into my lap where we just started doing numbers, all this shit. And with the stories, I never thought story times would be so popular. That's just how I talk.
Blueberry Fritter Pheno No. 2 has taken on a popular cheese-like terpene profile. It's a little fruity when you open up the flowers, but for the most part, it smells and kind of tastes a little cheesy. Pheno No. 1 of the Blueberry Fritter is the one that I prefer. This one is heavy on the fruity side, and I'm not kidding, the flower smells exactly like blueberries. Blueberry strains to me are always a little nostalgic. I just love the smell of blueberry flowers, and this Pheno right here represents it perfectly. Now, out of the 2 wildberry cake plants, Pheno 1 was the one I preferred. Both were pretty much resined up to the gills, but this Pheno just has that crazy frost factor and of course is rocking a lot of purple. My end yield, which I know some of you are just itching to know, it was slightly over 500 grams of flour, which I know isn't the most I pulled from this LED out of this tent, but in this run's defense, the flowers are a lot better. These flowers go without having to explain just how good your weed is. Upcoming runs are going to be with brand new lights, which I am excited, and they are going to be boasting some pretty big plants. And just a reminder, this channel is unmonetized, so if you want to check out the equipment that I'm using in this video, the links and discount codes are linked in the description. If you buy anything using the links and codes, you are directly supporting this channel, so I do want to thank you for everyone who goes out of their way to use the links and coupons. Oh, and just FYI, the Spider Farmer and AC Infinity equipment, they're all available on Amazon, and the coupon codes also work there. I know the videos are getting friggin' long, but please, if you are still watching, you're crazy. No, I'm joking. Like the video, man. Please comment, and of course, if you're not subscribed, please cave in and subscribe.
Hey. Just end the jump.
Marijuana. Some cannabis growers are still reeling from the fires.
The Stewart wildfire season is also posing a threat to West Coast cannabis crops. The fires wreaking havoc across Northern California have damaged at least 34 pot farms.
Recent fires have hit the marijuana industry, burning dozens of farms and leaving many more plants damaged by the smoke.
Some of those fires are threatening a key cash crop, marijuana. As a grower, you gotta feel good seeing a big ass plant just thriving, fucking killing it like this.
Because really, premium outdoor is not made. I'm telling you, you smoke fresh, full sun, feel it in your body, your mind, your soul. It's like a different high.
You can come here and see what's being grown and purchase it.
Burner been out. Oh, Burner been out too. Baton Rouge. Man, nice. Cookies U class of 2024. Let's go.
All right, so welcome Cookies U, to the CASHAPP network, to the compound. You guys graduate tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
We like to try to make this a routine where you guys can come down, see the brains of the operation, smoke some new herb that's not really out yet like that, get a good meal, but also talk about your experience and let other people know what it's been like to be at Cookies U, and just really just kind of raise awareness around Cookies U, because I feel like a lot more people, like other companies, could be doing the same thing, or there's some celebrities and some big big time weed people that could be contributing a little bit of bread to help us keep this going, because we do this on our own, and the good people down there at Cookies U have put in a lot of work in to keep this going. So shout out to everyone involved. I'd like to start off with you introducing your name and where you're from. So I'll start with you.
Cool. Jillian, should I look at a camera? Or
look wherever you want. Yeah. There's cameras everywhere, so you just do whatever's natural.
Got you. I'm Jillian. I'm from New York City, Lower East Side, born in Spanish Harlem. You hired me for 34th Street. I did work at Cookies, New York City, repping, big time. I am interested in cultivation and research on the benefits of cannabis as alternatives to pharmaceuticals for mental health, and community work. So.
Dope. Close to the mic?
Closer to the mic?
Okay, we'll put a mic in. Well, my bad. We've been smoking weed all day, so we've been getting loose. And it's dope too, because you told me when I met you in Cookies, New York, that you wanted to do this.
Yes, I did. I found out about this in 2021. I found some articles about you and Chris Webber, and just the fact that you were teaching cultivation and the seed to sale process. So from there, I just started doing more research. I found Cookies' impact on social media. Even while I was working in 34th Street, just promoting it for anybody coming into the store, letting them know you guys are doing the social equity work, because there's a lot of people that talk the talk but are not following through, and it's super important for the people who have been marginalized by this drug. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, congratulations to you for following it through. You said, I want to do this. I said, look, you got to apply online and get it done. You did it. What's your name? Where are you from?
So my name is Vicky J. I'm from PG County, Maryland. I am the founder of a cannabis brand called Butterfly Effects. I focus on growing cannabis and living soil, and also just pushing the whole lifestyle of cannabis and the whole vibe.
Dope. And energy. How'd you find out about Cookies U?
So I've been following Cookies for overall just for a minute, and then it was just one time on social media I saw it, but it was only for Cali residents, the very first one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, I gotta do that, because I'm also an applicant for to get my license in Maryland. So I was like, damn, I gotta go out there, I gotta apply, I gotta learn some shit so I can grow my business.
Dope.
So social media, pretty much.
That's cool too, because I haven't really been able to promote it the way I want to, because every time I do a post about anything weed related, it gets deleted. I took a picture of Woody Harrelson the other day. I had to join him just like this. I'm sitting there with them like this, no smoking there, and they deleted it for promoting marijuana. I'm like, dude, come on. That could have been a cigarette. That could have been CBD. It could have been anything. It could have been nothing in there at all. But it's crazy. So I'm glad you were able to hear about it. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Sydney. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Texas. Okay.
I'm interested in cultivating and marketing. I kind of started with like content creation, changing the stigma surrounding the plant. And then coming out here, I just realized I really want to be in cultivation because coming from Texas, you just don't really get to see too much of the plant. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so nervous.
No, you gotta be nervous. Chilling. It's light to meet up.
It's just in Texas, you don't get to see too much of the plant. So I just feel like I would rather be able to grow my own so I can be able to educate people because it's just like even simple things of saying, oh, this is Gary Payton. It's like, no, it's not. Or coming out here and realizing I've been smoking uncured weed in Texas, so.
Yeah, you've been getting some uncured shipped across the country, compressed, smash pack.
So then coming out here, I was just like, I'd rather be able to grow my own and at least know the facts. So more tapped into cultivation right now.
It's almost like, you gotta be careful what you put in your body food-wise. You gotta be careful what you put in your lungs, too. You gotta know what you're smoking. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Brian. I'm from Edgefield, South Carolina. I like cultivation. I relocated to Virginia to grow 4 plants when they legalized. Yeah, just waiting for the license applications. They've been legal since 2021 and still don't have a application or program. So
crazy.
Just waiting.
You got balls. I'm scared of both South Carolina and Virginia. I'm scared of both those places.
Yeah, that's why I left South Carolina and now Virginia's legal, but no market, no sales.
Yeah,
so.
it's just, but also even though it's illegal, I'm scared of it. Like I just feel like it's been so bad there for so long that even though they've opened up the laws and stuff, it's a very different place.
Yeah.
Right on. What's your name and where you from?
I'm Gansy.
Man, Burner, don't be scared of Virginia, bro. Bring your motherfucking ass over here. This shit jumping, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Man, matter of fact, keep your ass away from Virginia. Yeah, let me lock this shit down. You stay away from Virginia Beach, and I'ma lock this motherfucker down. But if you ever decide to come, fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it, bro. I got it.
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Pretty much into infusions, but like really helping people out. So definitely my bad there.
That's what's up. So you guys all come from, somewhat far away, nothing really close here. Like, what's the one thing you really enjoyed about California in general?
Nature, the scenery, especially the scenery, for sure. I live in the city, so just being able to see the nature, tap in with that, appreciate it.
Fresh air.
Yeah, for sure. Better air. I can breathe.
Well, up there, the air is hella clean up there.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get high and trip out and look at the stars while you're up there?
Yeah, definitely been stargazing.
Freedom of views too, like South Carolina and Virginia. Like,
yeah, you can't really blaze it the way you want to.
You can, like, sitting outside your car, like, stop and get something to eat, you blaze up. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing that anywhere else. Like, so I appreciate it in California.
So, like, what's one that, and we'll go back around like this way again, but like, what was the biggest shock for you coming from where you're from to like Humboldt County? Humboldt County is a very different type of place. It's small, but also there's not really much to do except really learn and kind of work, right? So, like, what was the biggest shock for you? What was the hardest thing for you being up there for the last 2 months?
Honestly, being away from my son. The change of environment. Also, like, I like to ride my bike in the city and stuff like that, and not being able to just get up and move as freely as I want to. Yeah, just like the ease. I could go downstairs and go across the street to the supermarket in my crib, and here we got to take a 20-minute drive type deal.
It also teaches like a little more responsibility too, though, because you got to map your shit out. Like,
absolutely.
We take for like in the city, like, I take for granted I can go to the market, go get groceries. I can order something on DoorDash. I can go to a restaurant down the street. I get out to my spot in Montana. I'm fucked. Everything closes early. There's only like 2 or 3 good spots to eat, and you have to go to the grocery store and map it out. And you don't want to go back and forth all day. So that's the only benefit of that, probably. But I can see that could be a challenge. Absolutely. What about for you?
For me, it's just being in the middle of nowhere. Like,
Oh, what it do, bro? So we got some motherfucking fire, bro. This shit crazy fire in here, boy. Hang time test. Hang time. So you hear that? Oh man. Man, this shit smell good, boy. Got that sheet, man. Got that izzle for rizzle. Talking about 4 ounces. They lie about the size of these bags. I grabbed some bags off Amazon thinking that was damn Grove bags, and it's not the branded Grove bag, people. It's some other motherfuckers that make the same type of bags. And this ain't no damn 4 ounces, I tell you that. This shit about full. And I know it ain't 4 ounces of weed in it, but hold on. Go ahead. Close him down. Let's shut down shop for a little bit. We got a trend. Man, you gotta finish smoking. I smoke something. Shit. And I gotta put my order in. I ain't got me nothing. Are they terp lock bags? Yeah, it's terp lock bags. It literally got all the same stats on it. 58 to 62% terpene preservation, moisture prevention, weight retention. It got all the motherfucking engines mentioned on that motherfucker. It got everything. I just fucked up playing with that bud trying to do that damn yeah, I messed up playing with it, and like my fingers all jammed up, and I done goddamn. I don't know if I'm getting a good seal. Make sure I got a proper seal on this one. Hell yeah. You gonna put Love Whip in the cup, man? Dog, you know what? I gotta find me a cup, man. I gotta find me a cup. I gotta find me a cup, squirrel. Cause I think I got me something that can kick ass over here, boy. I think I got me a competitor over here, man. I definitely believe I got me a competitor. This shit ain't nothing but look, well, nah, all this finna get trimmed up and put in there. It's actually really, really big and decent sized nose. This bag finna be full of shit. Did you say you finna get the whip in there, man? You gotta see, yeah, you gotta see, yeah, hey. I gotta find me a motherfucker cup to enter in. Cause like, before I was just trying to meet my own. Yeah. In the beginning, I was just trying to meet my own standards, dog. It's like, if I get to growing some shit that actually meet my standards, I hit that shit and be like, oh, this fire. And not be lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was trying to do. I ain't know we were gonna take this shit this far in the process. So yeah, now I kind of want to hit a little bit, cause I think I want to hit a little bit my damn self, bro. I want to bring me a cup home, man. It'll be pretty dope to put it on the stat sheet too. Motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, cannabis cup winner. You know what I mean? Taste buds representer. Cannabis cup winner, taste buds representer. Nigga, I need to find me a cup so I can enter. Facts. Mm-hmm. Gotta let them know what we got going on. You right, bro. See, you inspire me, boy. You motivate me, boy. You inspiring the shit out of me. Your ass already ready to hit. He said, fuck it, let's go. That man got to enter in competitions while his plants was in veg. I know it. I bet you I could roll faster than y'all, bitch. I could roll better than y'all. I'm still learning how to grow, but I bet you I could roll better than y'all, bitches. What's good? Bro been hitting since he got started. That's crazy. Boy. I tell you what though. Smoking cure, it is a difference in smoking cured out weed. This shit is it's heat right now. Got me some old troublemaker over here that's been sitting in the cut. Marinate. You know what I'm saying? Got me some reposado. Got me some troublemaker reposado over there, bitch, boy. Ooh. Like that, bro. Thanksgiving gonna be 1 year. Hey, let's go. Let's go. That boy coming into a sophomore era. Goddamn know what you're doing a little bit, man. I swear, dog. Like, as far as legit feel like, okay, I know what the fuck I'm doing now. That probably came in at like, yeah, about 1.5. About 4 grows in, dog. Yeah, a good 4 grows in on that 5th one. Cause I'm gonna tell you how the shit went. First grow. Very first grow. Honeymoon. Oh, my first time doing it. Oh, beautiful. It was cool. But I don't even think I barely got an ounce. I ain't know what the fuck I was doing with them auto flowers. Fuck around with auto flowers, but it was end up being some really good smoke. Second grow, killed it with the fucking weight part, but it's ILGM genetics. So as far as terps and all that, like shit, we dealing with ILGM, man. You get what you pay for. Killed it with the motherfucking weight game though. So I'm like, all right, bet. Third run, photo period. Oh my God, still one of my best runs to this date, man. That goddamn Royal Gorilla. We had the Royal Gorilla, the Maui Wowie, and that Guava S1. They were my first photos, dog. Still to this day, nigga. Like some of the motherfucking best goddamn weed I had. That was one of the wintertime runs too. Matter of fact, that was my first wintertime run. Hit them with the photos. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Second run, decent, but the genetics was kind of finicky. It was like my first time running into finicky plants with photo periods. Like, after that first photo period, I'm thinking every photo finna be goddamn it, but yeah. Start running into herms and shit after like 5 runs. My 5th run is when I caught my first herm. Dealing with, I think it was in-house. I had got me some of them in-house genetics. In-herm genetics. No, I ain't gonna do them like that. In-house got fire. In-house got fire, but shit, I pulled herms. Yeah. Half of them were herms, to be honest with you. Maybe I got a bad pack. Maybe it was just luck of the draw. Got a bad pack, but fuck it. Is what it is. But the bud, that bud was motherfucking fire though. And my shit just kind of been consistently getting, you know what I mean, like a level better every run after that. Dealing with them herms, learning how to deal with herms, experimenting with them, plucking the nuts off of them, throwing them away, doing, you know what I'm saying, seeing how to operate when you encounter a herm. Yeah, I went left, right, down, up, round. I'm trying to operate around the motherfuckers, trying to figure out how to deal with them. So, yeah, learning, getting that process in after that shit. Yeah, this shit really been like finding what I like and, okay, finding different additive shit that I can add into the mix that won't burn up the plants. You know what I'm saying? Different little sugar sweeteners or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Little microbes and shit like that. Like fish shit or mammoth pea. You know what I'm saying? Them my two. You gotta have fish shit. You ain't got no fish shit, but you're lacking. You know what I'm saying? But mammoth pea, that's another one of my little sneak little sauces I put in there. I keep in the mix. I also got liquid earthworm castings too. Motherfuckers don't even know they got them in a liquid form. Shit, I got liquid earthworm castings too that I put on top of the earthworm castings that's already in that bitch. Hit it with it every now and again, not every time, but yeah. So I'm like, that's why I constantly like to watch grow videos to see what other guys are using to see if it's something that I could, you know what I'm saying, just implement. Maybe even if it's only a milligram to 3 milligrams, if it's something just a little bit I could put in the mix to get a better end result. Shit, I cop it, try it, see how that shit work. Yeah. Oh, some people don't like in-house because they say he's a dick, but they buy from. That's what it's the same thing with copycat genetics. Like, some people say they don't like copycat because he a dick, but bro been putting out straight motherfucking fire for the longest. And the only thing that I see is wrong with him is, you know what I'm saying, the persona behind copycat genetics is an asshole, but bro literally got 2 to 3 other brands where he don't operate those brands with that same persona. You know what I'm saying? He be like sitting back watching people praise the other brands and be like, yeah, man, Uncle Dan the shit, man. Salute to Uncle Dan. He been putting out fire for years and then shit on copycat. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's the shit that I've been learning, man. The motherfuckers, people are fucking weird. I'ma just go with doing my homework on who dropping the fire. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shit, bro got that fire and he's not a fucking Antichrist, then shit, I'm probably gonna give him a chance and shot with him. But for now, we team taste buds for life. I ain't gotta worry about none of that shit for at least about 2 years. Like, I ain't gonna be thinking like shit. I'm gonna be looking around just to see what other people are doing, but I ain't worried about genetics for a while, bro. Taste buds got me locked in, man. We straight. Every pack, every flavor that I just received, it's some shit that I definitely gotta try and see for myself, bro. I got some pink skunk. Huh? We got pink skunk, man. Coming straight out of Supernatural Seeds. You know what I'm saying? That's a taste bud. That's a taste bud branch. That's a sister or brother company to Taste Buds. So hell yeah. I got some pink skunk. I gotta get down on that. I got some serial killer. You know what I'm saying? We got some Camp Kush. We got some motherfucking Crystal Camp Kush, I meant. We got some motherfucking some strawberry amnesia. Bro, we got hold on. Look. Show you some of the shit that we got going on over here at Taste Buds. This is kind of why I ain't like yesterday. I was like, oh yeah. I want to try a lot of shit, but yeah, I'm kind of locked in on genetics. I gotta see this shit through. You showed me so much love, bro. Taste Buds showed your boy so much fucking love, man. We got some rainbow belts, auto and feminine. So look out for the auto versus feminine series coming on the way. Like, she got us locked in so I can drop straight bangers after banger after banger with fire after fire after fire ass string. A whole bunch of auto verse photos going down, dog. And that shit, I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. Really looking forward. Like, I've been wanting to try rainbow belts. I keep seeing rainbow belts. I want to try them. Look what we got. Huh? Auto and film. However we want to do it, that's how we gonna do it. We'll do it both at the same time. What else we got, bro? Midnight moonshine, bro. Come on now. Moonberry cross with motherfucking Northern Lights. We got some midnight moonshine in here. We got some Rude Girl. I couldn't wait to goddamn see what's up with the Rude Girl. Wild Strawberry. Yeah, that's that strawberry amnesia cross with the forbidden fruits. Come on, man. No, that's gonna be good and delicious. What else we got? I told y'all about the serial killer. We got a limited edition. Limited. Huh? Come on, man. Limited edition. Pink Kush. Good old Pink Kush. Peep the cross, though. Blackberry Kush. Cross with Granddaddy Perp. This shit finna be fucking delicious. Do you hear me? I think I might have to get down on this first. Like, this definitely getting popped ASAP. Oh my God. The Pink Kush though. The purple Kush and the pink skunk definitely getting popped ASAP. But blackberry, man, I'm excited to try some blackberry terps. Blueberry, you know what I'm saying? I ain't a big blueberry fan. Blackberry though. Fucks with blackberry. Super excited about that, G. What else we got, man? What else we got, bro? We got motherfucking flavors for that. Yeah, we got the purple Kush autos too. Autos and the films, G. And we got the glow in the dark slaps. And I gotta make sure I get downstairs so I can show y'all Macho. Macho got the 5 slaps too. My bro Macho turned up, man. Yep, look, Halloween was fucking amazing. I got me all kind of little trick or treat goodies, boy. And look, the dopest shit of all. The dopest shit of all. Check out the big slap though. This a big old sticker though. I just don't know what I'm gonna put it on yet. I almost put it on my Xbox. I almost put it on the side of my motherfucking PlayStation. I might put it on either my Xbox, my PlayStation. I might wait till the PS5 drop. I mean the PS5 Pro drop and put it on my PS5 Pro. But I absolutely love this graphic. This is the most motivational, inspirational, and some of the most creative shit that I've seen, man. I love how she just flip the taste buds, the original taste buds logo. Keep switching out the hair and the lipstick. Now she got a old septum ring on her, the black lipstick and the fangs. Like creatively, this is some next level shit, man. And she can continuously do it. Like keep swapping it out, keep it seasonal, or just, you know what I'm saying, swag her out, change the hair, do whatever she want to with it, but keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying? And as long as she dropping these fire ass flavors that live up to the name, Team Taste Buds 4L. I'm Team Taste Buds for life, G. Just letting y'all know. If you didn't know, I'm definitely Team Taste Buds for life. Yeah. The brand stand true to the name, G. That's something that I could attest to. And who don't want taste, like, you know, who don't want the tasty buds, man? Who don't want the taste, like, come on, bro. Who buying weed and don't want to taste nothing? That's crazy. Gotta have that flavor. And what I will say, if not number one, the stuff that I've been growing from Taste Buds, definitely top 3. When it comes to flavor, when you hit that junk, that, man, pleasant every time. I haven't had a strain that I didn't like come from Taste Buds. And right now, the most popular shit, the shit that is going crazy right now, everybody love it, that fucking Troublemaker. And that's like, shit, I like, me personally, I like other shit. I definitely like other shit over the Troublemaker, but everybody love that Troublemaker right now. Make sure you get you some. Use code MOB ONLY at checkout, save you 10%. Tell her goddamn your mob sent you. You know what I'm saying? Follow her on Instagrams too at Taste Buds Genetics. You can follow me and find her. You know what I mean? I'm repping all the way. But yup. Again, go get you some Taste Buds. That's that shit. I'm telling you, she got the terp game, bro. She got the terp game in a headlock. I don't know what the fuck she doing to them plants, but boy, she coming with that flavor now every time. I'm on some Taste Buds right now. I'm on that I'm smoking the Troublemaker right now. It's good as fuck, but I'm like, damn. Yeah. And she got you covered. If you want the like that exotic, the fruity shit, cool. If you want you something OG, like some grown man smoke, grab the Troublemaker. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want something that's real close to a really strong OG or something that'll take you back to, damn, that good weed that you used to smoke on. You know what I'm saying? She got that too. She got it full spectrum with the terps. Whatever you looking for, she got it. Mm-hmm. And what I will say, I've had grown plants that wasn't the prettiest and didn't have the best bud structure, and they were still some of the most tastiest goddamn plants that I ever grown. I had one that was outright ugly. It was an ugly plant and was still some of the best tasting shit that I ever grown. That Back from the Future, bro. I want to run Back from the Future again. Like, I want to catch that shit again. I had caught a phenotype. That shit tasted so good. It wasn't a looker though, but shit. Man, every time I rolled some of that Future up, boy, ooh, I was gone to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And it tasted amazing. Yep. I'm going ahead. We're going to finish listening to Burner talk about old cookies. You know what I'm saying? That back was good, boy. That back was good. Sweet as hell. Had like a sweet motherfucking damn near like a Cinnabon, or like that the cinnamon church candy, the red cinnamon church candy shit with it. Like that shit was good, man. That shit had me tasting terps on weed. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I ain't never tasted no weed taste like this. I remember the first day she commented on one of my videos, I almost lost my motherfucking mind. I would geek through the roof. Like she commented like, yo, thanks for, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for rocking with it. I had did a smoke review on the Bubba Runts. That's still Bubba Runts like legit. I think Bubba Runts still might be my favorite strain right now. And that's what put taste buds at motherfucking top 3. I'm telling you, I can tell you the strains to get. At this point, I'm gonna tell you, motherfucking Bubba Runts. Oh my God, that shit is amazing. Back from the Future is fucking amazing. Troublemaker is fucking amazing. Them 3 right there. Grab them 3 right there. And shit, right now she got to deal with double freebies, and you can pick what freebies you get. So shit, you grab them 3 right there. You ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? You gonna know for sure you gonna have that motherfucker. That harvest is gonna be amazing. And the freebies that come with it might be even better than them. But shit, just based off my experience and the ones that I tried, them motherfuckers alone, that's a mean ass 3-headed monster to have in your harvest. Telling you. You were getting foot-long colors on that first harvest with that back from the... Man, that shit was... Yours was stacking crazy. Mine stacked crazy, too. It just went in dense, man. And I was thinking that would have been good weed to wash. Like, if I was in the bubble washing and making extracts, that shit would have made probably the best extracts ever. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have made some fire-ass rosin, boy. But hell nah, we still smoking bud around here, cuz. Like... It's something that still break my heart to see weed going in water. Like, ooh, we supposed to be smoking that. What's happening? I got to get over that shit, or either just get enough weed in my stash to not give a fuck.
Jillian said we have to hop in the car, drive an hour or 2 hours to get to different places. We don't have any service. So it's really just being in the middle of nowhere and really just having to lock in with the people you're around, because you don't have no service to really hit nobody up to get on social media. So you really just have to be in nature and just enjoy the people. And that's different for me because I am in the city. So I like to drive. I can pull up to Target, Walmart, whenever. But yeah.
What about you?
I'm trying to think of something that's been hard. I thought I wasn't going to really be able to adjust, but coming out here, I don't know. I love it. Like, I love not being able to get up and go, because it just, like you said, teaches me discipline and teaches me how to survive, I guess. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of something hard. Hasn't really been anything.
That's
I love
dope.
it.
That's dope. Hell yeah. What about for you?
I'm pretty similar. Like, I've been deployed, so like I've been in the, oh, you can't do this until you know, like the control environment, and then like just by yourself, nature. So actually it was peaceful. Yeah. Just quiet, you know. I enjoyed it, to be honest.
Routine, work, learn, you know.
And you get to like smoke weed after. Like, you know, like that wasn't the case. Like, you know, like it's nice.
Hell yeah. What about for you?
Hardest part just being away from the family.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's going right here. Like relaxing, no drama, just pretty much away from everything else. Just like really getting in tune with yourself.
Does the family understand why you took off and what you wanted to accomplish?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're all for it. They see the bigger picture. Yeah. My wife was always like, you know, saying, "Oh, you're always so happy saying you're going to Cookies," you know.
Cookies making the motherfucker trim pounds of weed in exchange to learning how to fucking grow. Send them home with an eighth and a goddamn box of seeds. And like, go crazy. Now I'm playing. I'm pretty sure they learning some fucking valuable shit. I'm joking. That's weed talking. Burner, if you see this, what up, bro? Lock in with your boy, man. I'm telling you. I'm the burner of the East Coast, G. But nah, all I know for real, boy. That Cookies, they better be learning some shit. I hope they better be learning some shit that it motherfucking not on YouTube type shit. Cause YouTube is a hell of a goddamn teacher. I went to YouTube U. I went to Mr. Canucks U. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I went to Mr. Grow at U. I went to CLTVU for a little bit. Shit, I went to Mr. Goodbud's class. You know what I'm saying? I went to YouTube U. I went to YouTube U, man. I had some hell of instructors, boy. You know what I'm saying? Who else classes I attended over at YouTube U? Shit, I done learned a little bit of shit from Professor Macho Grams on this motherfucker. Taught myself a hell of a lot along the way. You know what I'm saying? Learning what work and what don't, but shit, yeah. I went to shit, learned a lot of shit from old Scotty. My guy Scotty from Recharge. Shit. What you mean? I couldn't even do this shit without Recharge. Yeah. I hope y'all teaching niggas about Recharge over there, Cookies. If y'all ain't teaching motherfuckers about Recharge and fish shit, bro, hold on. What's up with the, what is in the curriculum, Burn? I'm talking shit, bro. I'm really running my motherfucking mouth. I'm talking shit, G. Yeah, tell bro, I bring my own trimmers and alcohol. What? I hope they damn putting down the game over there, boy. I'm talking shit, but I'm pretty sure they learned. I'm pretty sure they learned how to grow some motherfucking dank consistently every time. Like, pretty sure they learned some good shit over there. Versus me, what, like 3-4 years in, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm still actively learning shit. I bet you they jam pack and condense that shit down while you trimming pounds, goddamn. Don't forget to trim some good gas, learn some good shit. I don't know why I think they making them trim weed. They probably ain't got to trim a motherfucking thing. Maybe they do shit. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I think about Humboldt, I think about that Humboldt documentary on Netflix. Y'all, you got to see that shit. All the girls got to watch. Y'all probably done seen the shit already. Motherfucking Murder Mountains. Y'all seen that Murder Mountains documentary, cuz? Every time, dog, I think about Humboldt County, I think about Murder Mountain. That shit on Netflix. But hell yeah. Man, let me shut the fuck up, bro. I'm over here bullshit. Murder Mountain with the shit, though. That was a good ass doc. I was more or less like, damn, they growing gas and shit. They over there trying to find motherfuckers who's stealing weed and killing people and shit. I'm like, man, what's up with this gas?
You're leaving us, and it's like, it's not that I'm happy that I'm leaving you, it's just I'm happy that I know it's gonna provide something better for us. So yeah, just basically that. Yeah. So
starting with you, kind of switch up to, I don't always want to put it on you first, but like, what was one of the things you learned that you didn't expect to learn that you're super fired up about at Cookies? You might have came here wanting to learn or expected to learn one thing. What's one thing that you learned that you weren't expecting to learn that you're excited about?
That there's actually people out there that want to help. Like, you know, back home there's not really too much you can do. You gotta go on YouTube. You actually have to, like, you know, try something out, fail at it to learn something from it. Whereas here it's like everybody's eager to help you out. Everybody's just like anxious to like see you do good. So that's definitely like one of the best things here.
That's dope. I'm glad you guys had a chance to experience and soak that up, because we do care and we're trying our best, and we want to expand this program across the whole country. We want to do one in NY. It'd be dope, you know?
Yeah. Like, there's definitely no other program like this. This program is definitely like unbelievably amazing. Yeah,
that's dope.
That's fine shit. All the shit I was just talking, that pretty much answered it right there, cuz. Seemed like there was a bunch of YouTube babies just like we was, and when the Cookies, I wanna go, man. Yeah. What you bugging in, Byron? Why sign up at G? Oh shit, I got the hiccups.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys for coming out. What's one thing you learned that you weren't expecting to learn that you're fired up about?
I knew we were gonna learn cultivation, like that's why I wanted to come, but like crop steering, like that was like new to me. Like nobody had. I know it's agricultural practice, but I hadn't heard anybody talking about it in cannabis to the level that we've learned. So that was
explain that for the people watching.
Essentially, like just the drawback and nutrients that they're being provided and the mediums that they're growing in to like make plants do what they want to do, like and they're tracking everything, like aurora sensors.
Sick.
Just learning. Oh, it's like intense what they're doing, outdoor, indoor research. Like that was pretty dope.
You feel like you could step into like a big cultivation back in Virginia or South Carolina when it opens up and get them real game and knowledge on plants?
definitely, I feel like I could give game, but like if it was mine, like what I'm trying to do, I think I would have to have a top tier grower and then have them. I work just as hard as they did and push it forward. But definitely think I could go in and provide some knowledge and education.
That's dope. What about you? What's one thing you learned that you're fired up on?
Cultivation. I've never even really touched a plant, seen it. I mean, I've been to Jamaica once, but just being able to like see up close what they're doing and like the living soil, cocoa, just all the different things that goes into growing a plant. It's amazing to me. It's crazy.
It's different, especially up there in Humboldt too, like the way it's growing. And you guys got to see it 3 different ways: full term, 4 different ways: full term, mixed light, shipping containers, R&D, and then the nursery. It's cool to see everything, in different stages.
And the pheno hunting.
Yeah,
that whole process.
That's sick. I get those drawers and I have to go through them and figure out which ones I don't want to use. And it's the hardest thing in the world. I'm a little hoarder when it comes to that. What about you?
For me, it's similar to them. It's like cultivation. I'm used to indoor growing, so getting out there in a greenhouse and just seeing that, or just being up in the hills and seeing all these like massive outdoor plants, that was real dope for me. Yeah, and I was like, damn, I've never been in a greenhouse before. We usually hiding indoors.
Greenhouse is sick, right?
Yeah, greenhouse is crazy. It's hot, but it's like
it's just crazy what comes out of that thing, especially the purple sand. I know you guys got a chance to see that. That purple sand is special. That motherfucker got nice and dark in that greenhouse and shit looked beautiful. What's something that you learned that you weren't expecting to learn?
Everything. I came in here just reading a grow Bible and teaching myself as I grow. I was afraid of nutrients, and now I want to play with nutrients and like living organic soil with my personal plants. Even as far as like being able to visit the different types of facilities and seeing like from seed to sale, the manufacturing, how they create the products, the smaller companies like, where's the last one we went to?
Huckleberry or Ridgeline?
The Organic Living Soil.
Clarkie's.
Clarkie's, yes. The way that they do their pre-rolls. Because like I want to make my own pre-rolls with my research and like with a specific strain. And to see her process of doing that is like, okay, it's giving me a game plan to like how I could possibly do it for myself.
That's dope. Like the cool thing is last time I did this podcast with the Cookies U crew, a lot of them said the same thing. They were so interested in the cultivation.
Ain't nobody seeing my fire sticks. Huh? I thought you seen them. Hell no, I ain't seen nobody. I ain't seen nobody trim. But hell no, ain't nobody seeing the fire sticks, bro. I got the best pre-rolls on earth, bro.
Like just being able to see it and be there for it. It's a lot of work too. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially up. It's hot. It's getting hotter. The greenhouse is hot, but it's a lot of physical labor, and it's cool that you guys enjoy that because, I mean, you guys understand the process from top to finish now. What's I did a thing back in high school where essentially like they put all the kids that were having a hard time in class, like pretty much the bad kids, they put us in a program called what's it called, Go Ape. And one of the things they had us do was we're all different types of kids from different places, and we had to go up to a camping trip, and we had to camp from A to Z in X amount of days, and they made us plan out our menus, and we had to work together for cooking food, making food, traveling. The instructors fell back and watched from a distance, but we were on our own in this crazy ass journey. And so I think about like the opportunities I had a chance to bond with those guys on that trip, because we're in it together, right? And we didn't ever expect to kind of have a bond on that trip. What's one of your guys' favorite moments of you guys bonding up there? You guys are in the middle of nowhere for 2 months, tiny homes. I'm sure there was nights where you guys had to figure out a mule or do something cool, different. There's weekends. There might have been a holiday. Like what's, starting with you, what's one of your favorite moments that you guys had together?
I think all our field trips to like the facilities, and more specifically the smaller farms, just because to hear the history, like what's the term that they use for outlaw, right?
Yeah.
And then them going legit and everything, and how welcoming they were to us, and being able to sit down and smoke with the people who are working on the farms and really pick their brain, and like they're so welcoming with information for us. Like they treated us like family everywhere we went.
Yeah.
Dope. What about you? What's a good bonding moment for y'all?
For me, it's our side quest. Side quest. So basically, we would like pick a random place to go somewhere in Humboldt. We all get high as fuck, and we go on these long rides and just see Humboldt in nature. Just in nature, high, smoking under trees, inside of trees, on top of trees.
That's sick.
That sounds cool.
It's really my favorite too. I was gonna say the same thing. And then I don't be having any service. Like T-Mobile just sucks out there. So it's just like being able to really tap in with everybody. I really like appreciate all of y'all, and came out here wanting that like friend group and was able to find it. So
for sure.
Yeah, just having those side quests. Like we went to Fern King last weekend. It was so sick. It felt like a movie. Yeah.
It's beautiful out there, right? Especially right now. What's one of your favorite moments with the crew?
It's been a few. We do have a good time, like when we all together. But usually my favorite times, like one person's usually missing. Like we went to a beach and Yancey was missing. He went to another beach, and I think Jillian was missing. But so like, I think the one person missing was like the better times, but accidentally. Like I enjoyed it, and it's like, oh, such and such is missing. But the beach trips probably.
Yeah.
Beach. I've never been to a beach out that way.
Been to a few.
We've been to a few. You gotta check out Trinidad, Shelter Cove. Like they're beautiful. Dope as
but it's a little chilly, but it's not.
Cold.
Yeah.
That's what the weed's for. You gotta get hot at cold beach. You gotta fire up on that cold beach. What about you? What's your favorite moment with the crew?
It's probably cooking some chicken parm for everybody. We're able to just bond and like get together and just like actually talk. It's like
dope.
a family thing, you know.
So that leads me to my next question. I was gonna ask the whole group, who's the best cook in the crew?
He the only one.
By default, so
none of y'all cooked.
But it was actually good though. Like he made chicken parm. Like okay.
He made us brownies.
We tore them brownies up.
Yeah.
So I always ask this because I'm a foodie and I'm a fat guy at heart in real life. But what's the hardest? Like the food options are tough out there. Oh my god.
Limited.
We see the same cafes about every week. They know us. Yeah. It definitely is hard, but.
Did you guys like eat any food in the tiny home? Were you ever in your kitchen?
Yeah, we cooked.
Eggs and shit like that.
Yeah, the basics.
When we had time, we just want to go get food. No one feel like cooking all the time, you know.
Well, I was cooking, but my power would go out, so I would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay out the kitchen.
Yeah.
It was short. For someone that's watching right now, right? That we got 1.1 subscribers on the YouTube channel. They've probably never even heard of Cookie Zoo. If someone's watching, they've never heard of Cookie Zoo. Explain what a tiny home is in your words. Like explain the tiny home because they're thinking maybe it's a baby house. Like explain the tiny home and in your words.
Coming from New York, respectfully, the tiny home is a nice little one.
I can see that. I can see that.
Like a studio.
It's a studio. It's honestly enough room. Like, I mean, if you got hella clothes, it is limited, but you got to make it do what it do. Maybe get you a little storage. It's enough. Honestly, it's enough for me.
So tiny home has a bed.
It has a little twin bed.
Okay, baby bed.
But it's enough.
A bean bag.
A bean bag. Okay. It has a kitchen.
You even got you a side table.
Wow.
Shower, sink, closet, mirror, got the little pull-out thing.
Full shower too, and we got the little head.
Oh yeah, the handheld.
You got options.
Microwave is also like a microwave oven. That was my first time using one of those. Like
it's an air fryer too.
Oh yeah, convection baked. Like
okay, shit, air fryer that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can look out at the ceiling.
Yeah, got skylight.
Freezer. Got a full sink. Countertop. Yeah.
It's real nice.
It's honestly enough.
Definitely enough.
Got the sky window, the skylight. Yeah.
First night, were any of you guys scared in that little home?
Hell yeah.
Nah.
Next to me every night.
She slept with a shank. Oh shit.
Because I seen like Murder Mountain. And, sometimes they would go on quests and I would be there by myself. And
true.
Be watching a commercial about strangers coming and kidnapping you, and like I was doing it to myself. But it was peaceful too. So like during the day I leave my door open and like be by the river, no service, by myself, chilling. The neighbors would come down, hey, how you doing? Like super welcoming, like it's beautiful. Yeah.
For those that want to apply to Cookie Zoo in the future, not only is it a great experience, but it's on a fucking river.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It's like
place is beautiful. Yeah.
That's sick. Like the scenery is beautiful, the experience is sick as fuck. You learn a lot, but it's on a river, dude. Like y'all hop in the river yet?
Yes.
Cold plunge.
Ain't nobody did that yet. We did chirping, but ain't nobody just.
No one just went in yet.
Amanda maybe,
swim, but I didn't jump in. Like
to a certain point, then you have to.
Yeah.
Graduation day tomorrow. You guys about to get in that motherfucker or what?
We're going to do like a bonfire around it.
Yeah.
Sick.
Cause it's cold. It gets cold. Like you got a certain particular time to get in that water to really
2 to 5.
Yeah.
Like
any snow? Did you guys experience any snow there?
No snow.
Just rain.
It really rain that much.
Yeah.
So, like,
Not that much. Maybe sprinkle a little bit.
Have any of you guys done college, like any kind of college previous to this?
Yes, Howard University.
Oh shit. Okay, that's what's
up. Grambling for a little bit, but dropped out.
Okay.
Here now at Cookie Zoo.
Hey.
Went to University of South Carolina and University of Maryland.
And the College of Mount St. Vincent and Long Island University in Brooklyn for me.
Okay. What about you?
No, I never went to college.
Okay, me neither. Don't worry about it. I didn't go to I didn't really finish high school either, but I made it.
Finished high school, college.
For you, for the ones that went to college, right? Like, how would you compare this 2-month run in what you learned compared to what a typical college is?
The knowledge base is definitely equivalent. Way more hands-on. Like in school, you just really learn, and here you like learn, and then you like go put it into practice, then you relearn, and then you go put it into practice. So definitely a little more useful in a shorter amount of time with less things I don't care about.
Yep. True. You have to learn shit in college. It's like, when do I ever use this in my daily life?
Can I add on to that though, from a student perspective? Like when I was in college, I was working 2 jobs and it was a distraction. It was a distraction, and like sometimes my grades were affected. The fact that I didn't have to worry about my finances, I was able to completely focus on the academics, the online work, the instruction, the hands-on, everything here. is like, it's a weight lifted off of your shoulder. And I don't think people realize that you guys are doing all of that for us. You're paying our bills while we're here. You're putting money in our pocket while we're here, and you're also paying for like our food while we're here to be able to survive, so that way we can focus on what we're learning.
Yeah, that is truly a blessing.
I'm glad you touched on that, because we've tried to challenge other brands and other celebrities or influencers to help fund this college, and we're trying to explain, like, it's not just that we're bringing people to our facility and teaching them, which is, you know, it takes time and energy for everyone that lives on grounds, but also, like you said, providing bills, food, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, a little bread, and
good ass weed. I'm sorry.
That's big though, because I don't know any other. I mean, yeah, you can get a scholarship to college or something like that, or pay for your college, but are they gonna take care of your bills when you're at the crib?
No.
And the experiences, like the resources, the friends, the people you meet.
The network is
the networking. You know, your network is your net worth, and like to be able to socialize with people you've never met before and build a bond. That's special, and just life skills as well. You know, but also be able to go in the middle of nowhere and learn something from A to Z in a whole different industry, like be able to meet people like Kevin Drogery and Jason at Ridgeline and all the good people that brought you guys in and shared their game with you. That shit's priceless too, though. Because people you can't really get next to people that have that kind of experience. You know, it's not, you can just drive up there and meet these guys, you know? So the network's cool. Starting with you, like, what did you come to Cookies, you like wanting to learn and do when you leave, and what do you want to learn and do? Because I've had a couple of people say, I came up here wanting to learn this and doing this, but now after spending 2 months on learning this, I want to do this coming out of here. Like,
it's pretty much the same. Like I wanted to do like the infusions and the edibles and all that. So coming out here just pretty much opened up my eyes to like different extractions for it. So, but I mean, everything in the industry I like I don't mind like growing or, you know, going back home, maybe growing or whatever. But mainly it's going to be like the infusions, the edibles that I'm really interested in.
Dope.
Yeah. It was like going to like Arcata X where they do the extractions, where they do the purple sand and all that. Like just seeing them, the way they extract the rosin, like how clean it is, like how efficient they are, like definitely like opened my eyes for different ways to infuse food.
Yeah, they do their thing over there. Shout out to Arcade X. They win awards and all kind of shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
What about you?
It was cultivation coming in, it was cultivation coming out, but like the way that I was gonna do it has changed. I was all about cleanliness, like so like rock wool and, you know, being, and now see like, oh, living soil is like,
that's a wave.
It seems like
it's a wave.
It definitely does. And Vicky been a proponent the whole time. Like, you know,
been repping living soil.
Living soil shit's real though.
Yeah, but like the, you know, everybody's trying to push, you know, more products. So like the quality, I've seen like some of these small farms is like some of the best bud.
Yep. So that's dope. You came and wanted to do cultivation. You want to come out doing cultivation, just a whole different approach to it though.
Definitely.
That's fire. What about you?
I came in wanting to just do marketing, but I've switched to, I mean, I still want to do marketing, but now I want to focus on cultivation just because I feel like I've already kind of tapped into marketing and just wanting to learn more about the plant and be more hands-on with it.
Dope.
So yeah, I came in focusing on cultivation, living soil. I'm leaving with that same like vibe, but now I just want to be more vertically integrated and add in like processing, which is like manufacturing for y'all, and like the dispensary. I see how I can set everything up. So now I just want to get in every bag.
Dope.
I would say similar to Vicky with like having an idea of where I want to go with my brand and everything itself, but also like everything that I'm learning, I want to take back to New York and play it forward and like do some type of community event. Like if we talk about growing, try to get people in, tapped in, and like put that game forward. If we're talking about building up a business or compliance, like just a lot of things that people are not thinking about because they're just looking at it from one view. I want to be able to open their mind and be that person who's planting seeds. I may not have all the knowledge, but then you'll be able to go research it, you know?
And got others in the room with you that may have knowledge you don't have, and vice versa. Just share game, network. That's dope. You guys got me here in person, and I'm always open to learn and see what we can do better. What's one thing you wish you could have learned more of?
Can you come back to me?
Yep. I'll start with you.
Actually, nothing, man. Like everything's been from the LMS, the education that Amanda's put together. Like her whole program's been great. Like just pretty much everything we learn and how easy it is to learn and actually like keep it in memory. It's just been really good.
Shout out to Amanda putting in that work.
Shout out to Amanda.
making it easy for everyone to learn and burn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely.
I hate to, you know, repeat it, but it's like coming from South Carolina with no access, like everything's here it's been like here it is on a platter. Like it's for you. It's up to you whether you take it or not. So
that's hard. Hell yeah. Is there anything you wish you could have learned that you didn't learn?
I agree. Texas, I mean, I don't know much about it. I didn't know anything about it. So coming out here and being able to learn all that and everybody taking their time out to teach us that, I really appreciate it. And like being hands-on, like them trusting us to to cut clones and do all of that.
Big.
That's crazy.
Things they're gonna use, like
this is the shit we're about to grow for the people.
Yes.
You had your hands on that.
And everybody that we learn from is like people that have been doing it for years and
Yeah.
decades. So it's not like we're just learning from just anybody else.
Yeah, it's not like a mass produced master class where it's just like you do this and you're watching a screen. It's like people really
Yeah.
teaching you.
Yes.
And then when someone trusts you with that kind of responsibility, you know you have to do. You feel it inside like, all right, they're about to really go plant this. So let me make sure I'm paying attention. I get it right. You really care a little more. And if you're watching a video screen or YouTube or something, you can learn for sure. I learned how to cook dishes, but if I had like an Italian grandma teaching me certain things, showing me certain things, it'd be a lot different than just watching the screen.
Yeah.
That's right.
For me, I wouldn't change anything. I feel like anything we wanted to know, like we asked Amanda, she would link us with somebody. Like, I'm like, I want to learn about living soil. She found us.
You got a tour.
Yeah, we got you. So I feel like every time we brought up anything that we wanted to learn, there was always somebody like connecting us. We want to go to hill farms. Jonas like, here, go here. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I feel like
Shout out to our brother Jonah.
Shout out to Jonah.
Jonah out there putting in work. He's out there putting his blood, sweat, and tears into that place, man. Great dude right there.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely agree with everybody. But I would say, like, if there was some way where we can seed to sale, cultivate, hands-on, like, I guess it'll have us longer there. But just to see, like, the whole process start to finish. Like, we got to do different parts. But, like, it'd be built to plant my own plant and harvest my own plant.
Package it and then send out to distribution. That's a life goal upgrade, like a 12-month class or something, like super sick.
That'd be crazy.
But I almost feel like shedding a little thug tear here, and that you guys got what you wanted to learn.
Absolutely.
I mean, shout out to our whole team. Everyone that put this thing together, because I mean, shit, that's cool as fuck to hear that. It's a big compliment to everyone, Amanda, Jonah, everyone involved.
Everybody,
the whole team at One Log has put a lot of energy in, and it takes a lot to bring someone you don't know, let alone 5 or 6 people you don't know into the home and just trust with the operations, and also take your time to teach. So that's super dope.
Yeah, definitely.
Super dope. Favorite weed you tried out while you were here?
And the Humble, what was it called again? Huckleberry?
Oh, the Mafia?
The Mafia, yeah. It was from Huckleberry Fair.
Oh, yeah. Was it Johnny?
Johnny.
Right? Yeah, shout out to Johnny Huckleberry.
Really good.
Johnny's a real one.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a real one.
Probably this Grape Gas 19 that we got. It was like from Jason.
Oh, yeah. That's, so the GG19, that's, it's a Grape Gas times Lance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing with Woody. You guys are hearing it first. We call it the Blueberry Caviar.
It's fire.
That shit's fire.
It's fire.
That shit's candy. It's a whole different. It's not like the candy we see, especially you see in New York. It's like a whole different kind of candy. It's
That's the one from
Jason.
Ridgeline.
Yeah.
That shit's fire. I'm almost jealous. Y'all got some. I smoked mine the other day. I'm all out.
Yeah, I got like.
Yeah.
Candy will never die. Candy tarts will never die. Ever in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was my only thing. I think what video we were watching? I think it was a CLTV video. He was Rob was like how he was saying he was tired of runts, and I could understand if you've been smoking the hell out of it over, but it's definitely different types of candy terps out there. Fucking crazy. And taste buds got them.
I've been running through it.
Bong hit it.
Been running through it.
What about you? What's your favorite tree you tried out here so far?
We smoked so much. I just tried the Lance. What was that yesterday? I really liked that. So I would say that's in my top, but it's just I can't pick one because I have so many I haven't even tried yet. But Lance definitely up there, and yeah.
Yeah, I would say that that GG19, that Great Gas from Ridgeline.
That's right there.
It's the one. It's good.
We sat right here and went through all these jars. There's like 22 jars or something like that. That's one of the 2 that were selected.
Yeah, that one is the one.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's good. The smell, the taste,
It's like a cotton candy, blueberry gas. What about you?
I haven't gotten to the buds that I've gotten from the farm yet because I've still been working through my R&D. Yeah. But out of the R&D, my favorite was the London Pound Cake and the White Runs.
Yeah.
The way the purple, the way the bud looked, it was beautiful. The way it smoked.
I know which one you're talking about. The one that's like super dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite.
We do a little exercise where we kind of like challenge our favorite celebrity influencer to donate some money or help get behind Cookies U, so we can 1, expand and do more classes here, 2, take this to other states and maybe even another country. So who's one celebrity you'd like to challenge on here to get involved and put some bread up?
Yeah, put me on the spot.
Yeah, got you, bro. Shit, I'm gonna pick someone right here too. Shit.
Who can we choose out of?
Anyone, bro. You got 1.1 million people listening. You just tell who you think should put some bread up, or who you like to see get involved and help keep Cookies U alive, and why.
Yeah, come back. Let me think about that. Yeah,
all right, what about you?
That's a tough question.
And it could be anyone. I mean, just dream big. Who's a rap cat, an athlete?
I got an answer. If you want
Go
me.
ahead.
Yeah,
I got
an answer. Dave East. I'm a big fan of his. He got the East Coast. Would be fire if y'all do a collab. Y'all already did the music together.
Yeah, it's my brother.
Yeah.
AJ Davies. You heard it. She wants to see you guys put a little bit of bread up behind Cookies U so we can keep the shit moving. And if you donate something to Cookies U, Davies, we're gonna go ahead and make sure we get a couple other people on the East Coast to put some bread in so we can bring it to New York. He's a man for the people too, so I believe he will hear this. He'll put a
And if
little
you need a
something.
teacher in New York.
Well, you already know we got you and we got Malik out there too.
Yes, definitely tap in with Malik.
Who calling out?
I'm calling out Snoop and Wiz. Like,
Ooh,
yeah.
Wizzle Man, dog.
What's up?
You heard it. You guys are big names, powerhouses in the space. We would love for you guys to contribute a little bit of bread so we can keep this going, and maybe we even do a course out there in LA where both you guys are. That'd be hard. We maybe do it for Maywood and do a couple things, or just put some bread in so we can keep the humble program going. That's a good one right there. Dog Wiz, you heard it. She wants to see it. It could be anything.
Larry June.
Oh, he was just here the other day. Larry June. You're a player, brother. You're a player. You're doing well. You keep it healthy. We'd love for you to donate something to Cookies U and keep this shit moving.
Mine is an actual investor, Donahue Peoples. Like, he's a real estate investor.
Okay.
So I would love to see him get behind like a cannabis ban.
And what's his name?
Don Peoples.
Okay, Don Peoples. You heard it. You invest. You're in real estate. You're doing well, my brother. Put a little dough in so we can keep this going.
I feel, you know what, Carol G.
Carol G?
Women up there, yeah, especially since you guys open up in Puerto Rico too. So definitely would be good. Definitely.
Come on, Carol.
Come on, girl.
The weed is needed. I'm thinking about who I want to challenge. I want to challenge my friend Ivan at the Jungle Boys. He's a good friend, very successful, probably one of the best cultivators out there. He could probably give a lot of game besides a little bit of capital. I always like to think strategically. Besides capital, he could bring a lot of game. He's probably one of the best cultivators out there. He has incredible genetics, incredible knowledge of just the plant in general. So Ivan, we'd love for you to donate a little bit of bread and possibly a little bit of time at the next Cookies U. Teach him a little thing in the R&D containers. Use Tribe indoor. We always use the advice in the game. And then, I guess the last thing for us before we go eat some bomb-ass little Puerto Rican food and smoke a little more, I want every one of you just to kind of explain why this is important for you and why we should keep this going and why people should be aware of this opportunity.
The opportunity and the knowledge is crucial. I feel like, especially if you're coming from the legacy side, we already got the hustle, the drive, and like the business aspect. We just need the legit, legal, technical stuff so that we can be players in the game type stuff,
Facts. And you ain't lying though. Like, if you come from the shit, you already have that ambition that you're ready to go get it, but you just need the knowledge. Knowledge is key.
That's it.
Especially on the compliance, all the stuff that you guys learned up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say the same. Honestly, just giving people from the legacy side that access the information, the knowledge, the network, to just being able to see it in a different level. I feel like that's what makes this program so important. And I feel like for me, I'm all about pushing the lifestyle of cannabis, making people love it just as much as I do. So whatever this program is for, that's for the people. It's for people that want to learn and grow.
Yeah. Literally, what y'all said, just coming from the black market, the legacy side, just being able to have the opportunity and be open about it, and people, still be down to help you and not look at you crazy. And coming, like I said, I keep saying coming from tech because it's just so different for me. I'm just so thankful, but not being able to be open in a job interview or opportunity or anything like that, and just coming out here. I'm sorry, I'm so high. I feel like I'm getting off.
No,
but,
you're talking good.
Yeah,
You're talking your shit.
Yeah, I'm just really thankful to be able to have all those resources out here. Coming from a place where you're not able to see that, you're not able to be open about it.
For sure, Texas came a long way too.
Yeah.
Changing the narrative, like, I want to participate in this space to change the narrative and like assist veterans. Like, I'm a veteran. I seen they give you, the cocktail, what they call it, and then like this helps, and then like you can't even get access in southern states. So going back and bringing that.
For sure. I remember when I was doing the hemp center back in the days when I was a bud tender in my early 18, 19, 20-year-old years. We were right next to the VA, and people would come through and they say, listen, it's so good for us, just for our mental anguish to be able to come here, relax, smoke this herb, get the herb, but not only smoke the herb and get the herb, but like do it here with other people and socialize is really important. There's a lot of PTSD that comes from being in the military and putting in network, you know what I'm saying? So it's big. Why should we keep this going and why is it important?
Oh man, just pretty much not just like the knowledge and the experiences that we got out of this. Because we want to be able to get that anywhere else. You can't just knock on a door to get, a tour through a facility, let alone like the owner of the facility give you the tour.
Thanks.
But it's also like coming here with the program, like how everybody here believes in you and they push you. So that right there is just even more of a boost for you to just do better. So yeah, definitely.
Man, shout out to the whole team over at One Log. You guys graduate tomorrow. Before I have you guys drop your IG's handle so people watching can keep up with you in your journey in the cannabis space. On this episode, if you're watching or donating any money, all the money will go to Cookies U. So if you're watching right now on this stream, go ahead and drop $2, $5, $10, $20. Be a baller, drop $100. Whatever you drop will go to Cookies U. We're trying to keep this thing going. It's a very positive, important, and just game-changing course and opportunity for people. With that being said, tell the people your IG so they can follow you and see what you do in the cannabis space.
Morning Clouds Cafe, that's on IG and Social Club too.
Oh, Social Club, jam. Yeah, you're a real one. You're a real one.
I am _B_Mitch on Instagram.
Right on.
I'm Sid the Budtender on Instagram and everything else pretty much.
Dope name, dope name.
You can find me at Butterfly Effects, and it's spelled BUDDAFLYEFFECTS. Butterfly Effects.
You had to get creative with that one,
Yeah.
But if you join Social Club, I'll let you get it spelled properly so you can have that.
No, I have the Butterfly Effect.
Oh,
it's purposely spelled butter. Get it, bud. You know, get it, yeah.
I'm hot too. I'm hot too.
It's after Butterfly Effect, but it's focusing on cannabis, so it's butterfly.
Wow, yeah. See, the bud got me right now.
Yeah.
My baby woke me up at 5 a.m. today. What's your IG for everyone to follow you?
I got two. My main one is Miss Jilly Jills, MS.JILLY, low-key getting shadow banned, and that's like my BMX stuff, so I don't want it to get deleted. My bud stuff is of all trades 24/7, and that's on the main Instagram.
Dope. Well, congratulations. Tomorrow's a big day. I hope you guys smoke a big joint tomorrow. I'll give you guys something special before you leave and jump in that fucking river because that thing is monumental. And even if it makes you freeze up for a little bit, enjoy that shit. Congratulations. Shit's big. Appreciate you guys coming through today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Shout out to One Log. Shout out to Cookies U. And if you're watching this still, you got 2 more seconds to donate. Peace.
Bruh. Okay. Smoke report. Let me give you a smoke report on this piece. Preacher. Out the bomb. That's the way. Out the bomb. Oh my God. And I put some of that finger hash in there too. Like all that trim hash. I rolled it into a little ball and put it down in here. This fucking peach crescendo. It's the small, bro. It's the smalls. It's the shit that I wouldn't even put in a bag. Oh yeah, that's a good all around smoke right there. That's good all around, mother. That's some class and put class with you. Woo! Oh man, that peach crescendo. Got to. No, it's not taste buds. It's taste buds. It's good old ethos. It was ethos when ethos was a motherfucking still ethos. You know what I'm saying? Prime ethos. Oh my God. Sour. We got some sour in there. Exotic fruitiness from the peach. Peach give it like peach in it. Ugh. God almighty. Definitely some sweet, some sugar in that motherfucker. This shit is all around. Checking every mark. Check. Everything you want out of the day. Boy, this. Alright, I gotta hit this one more time. We're gonna get up out of here, boy. This peak crescendo is a winner. Winner. Oh man. Oh man, I can't even finish that bowl. Oh yeah. Ooh. Super strong, but surprisingly. That's what I was waiting on. Dang. There we go. Okay. I was sitting there wondering, is the cop gonna ever fucking come, or is this shit beat my chest up all day? That's that finger hash too. It just hit that finger hash. Oh man. Woo. Oh, that shit. That shit. Oh, it don't really matter. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Golly. That's where it was at right there. Yeah, man. Another plant down. We got one plant down. Got one more left. And then shit, I won't have to trim for another. I ain't gonna have to trim for another roughly another 8 weeks. Like that. Like 8-9 weeks. So yeah, boy. But we racked up though. We just trimmed up that first the new 4x4. That's what we harvested first, right? In total, that had gave us 1 pound and 2 ounces. So coming into this harvest, we trimmed 2 plants the other night. Man, that was 2 plants I sat there and trimmed. But that was like runts. That was 2 little runts. They had got to a decent size, and I set them up so they can get a decent yield off of. Both of them 2 plants that I trimmed, that ended up being 173 grams. So we 173 in on top of whatever the fuck this is. Now this bag says 4 ounces, but I'm pretty sure there's not a fucking 4-ounce bag. So whenever I get downstairs, we gonna see what's up with this, see how much we got up in here, up in here, up in here, and fucking, yep. And we'll have one more plant to go. I'm hoping, my fingers crossed, I hope we get a pound. I hope we get a pound. I really, really hope we hit a pound. Being that we had 2 runs, but hey, 173 ain't bad. 173 ain't bad. This can make up for it. Like these next 2 plants can make up for it and push us over the hump to make sure we hit that pound. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed to everybody. Fingers motherfucking crossed. Yup, we'll see what happened on the next goddamn episode of Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna catch up with y'all a little bit later. Whoever gonna party with me later on, I see you. Can't wait. We're gonna be partying at MOB Only Uncut. That's the name of the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to MOB Only Uncut, go over there now. Subscribe. Yeah. Turn the notification bell on. When I go live, I'm be spinning, mixing, and DJing. I'm high as shit right now. I'm gonna get me something to eat. I'm gonna get up with y'all later. Peace.